Alright, Alliances, so today we are jumping back into Guild Quest. This time around, we have access to the arranged no affiliation Nightmare Guild Quest once more. But the difference now, of course, is that it is technically easier, but also harder. I'm pretty sure the HP has been increased once more. But last time around, as you can see with this particular team, we did have freeze plus pulls to deal with on the floor. So because of that, I couldn't bring a traditional normal attack damage character. I had to bring a character like Aaroniero to make sure my second character was able to be fully immune to the 200%, freeze resistances. Since we don't have to deal with that right now, I'm going with a more traditional team, which is something that you normally find yourself doing whenever HP does get increased in Guild Quest, or most of whenever we do get a new difficulty. We go back to the good old standard, an SP character as your lead, and then two normal attack damage characters. Now, unfortunately for me, I have to use two old normal attack damage characters, because the two that have released early this year, Moso Apache, and of course the newly released Aaroniero, who I didn't pull for, I just don't own both of them. So this might be one of my toughest weeks in terms of normal attack damage characters, because I just do not own the characters. So I'm kind of hoping my team can carry it with that in mind, since I am using old characters. They have been kind of worked on, level 10 attack and also focus, extra 500 attack through the 6th slot. Same goes for a character like Masaki. You kind of want to have them more max transcended than not, because we are only working with Flurry +1. Nowadays, Flurry +3 is a thing, and I'm here still using Flurry +1. Right now, the biggest struggle with this team that I feel like we're going to witness in this particular quest is more so keeping them at full stamina. We have no way to stop the enemy, besides hoping that the enemy latches onto me, and I can just dodge away while my normal attack damage characters can deal damage. The only status summon I, as Noel, can inflict is Drain It. That's going to keep me at full stamina, but it's not really going to help my team. For those that are wondering, though, our last phase that we did just have, I did actually manage to beat it. Didn't take that many attempts. It took 2 more attempts after recording the video, so I was able to beat it. Let's find out now if we can actually beat it using this team with this character as our main DPS, this as our main sub-DPS, Masaki as an additional DPS, but also the team booster. If I do find it to be too much of a struggle, maybe my characters are dying, I probably will throw in a third character, take off Masaki, and then throw in another character to deal damage, or to buff our character's damage output more so. So first phase, not too bad. Again, Noel's actually really good in terms of strong attacks that she does have. Damage output's good enough. Okay. Gone into the third wave. This is Ichigo, Technique character. Probably going to be our slowest boss here, so I'm going to use all my strong attacks here. Fortunately, our normal attack damage character are doing good here. A little bit slow there, but our strong attacks do come back in time. For Jinta, group everyone together. SA1, then we'll use our 3. Again, there's no need to save strong attacks in this case. So let's use our 1 there. Okay, come on. There we go. And then for Gintoru, let's SA1. Let's use our 2. Then use our 3. Really good damage on the final boss there, given that we do have 2 speed characters. So Kagarosa, and hopefully Noel here is going to do some carrying. Let's see how this does go. So, the boss is going to be locked onto us, so we kind of want to just flash step away. That way our characters can deal damage without having to take damage themselves. So 20 seconds to go. I still have my Soul Bomb though, keep that in mind. We are saving it for the final boss here. Really good damage on Noel right now. Let's SA2. Okay, SA1. This is tough. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat it. Let's find out. So we get into the third boss. And we need to do another 100 million damage. That is crazy. Maybe in this case, it might be more beneficial for me to bring a character like Toshiro. Having 2 spiritual pressure characters wouldn't be too bad. Remember though, right now with the new score change, the main thing that you should be striving for when it comes to Guild Quest scores is 520 million, which you do get for defeating the second enemy. You can see the total points that you do get here falls off drastically, right? For defeating extra level 3, you only get 20 million. Extra level 1 and 2 do give 80 and 90. So if you just care about the orbs, like always and now going forward, you should be trying to just beat extra level 2. If you beat extra level 2, I mean, you can reset more if you want to try and beat the entire Guild Quest, but the main thing is just get extra level 2 done, and that way you get all your orbs. All right, next attempt. Let's see how this goes. Let's start off with the SA3, then a 1. I guess we can save the SA2. Okay, decent. I think I could have been a bit faster though. Vortex actually helping out there. Gonna save my strong attack for the next wave. Because this boss, we need to lock in and just use all our strong attacks. It's the slowest one by far. We did pretty good there. Okay, that was actually good. Group everyone together with the SA1. SA2. 1 again. Use our 1. a bit on the slower side here, and it slows down heavy around this part because I'm pretty sure we don't have the team boost. Yeah, so Masaki just reactivated the boost. We get a bit faster here. But it does slow us down by quite a bit. So maybe Masaki right now. I might have to go into the chopping boards, change the team once more. Maybe go ahead and use a character like Maid Orihime. Potentially. Very good damage there. It'd be nice if we could use our normal attacks to break the enemy's poise. We do a lot of damage, and we have like 10 more seconds. We're absolutely golden. Because, yeah, we get the Soul Bomb here. 1. It's closer this time. It is closer this time. So in this case, we're just going to try different things. I have no idea if this can be better or worse, but let's see how Esnot does do, because that's something to consider when you are going into Guild Quest right now. He is a character that can actually boost and also debuff, and in some cases actually inflict paralysis. Plus, that might help us out against the final boss. He does have an increased status of enchant, and that's fine. But the boost should hopefully be a bit more consistent because we are going with recharge build. And then a debuff, I mean, that's like a 30% debuff. That's going to be really good once that does go off on any particular boss. The downside now, of course, though, is that we are losing out on a third damage-dealing character, you know. I'm not sure how much Misaki was contributing, but I assume she was doing some decent damage herself. All right, here we go. Next attempt then. So starts off with the SA2. Let's just use our 3. Maybe I've used a bit too many strong attacks there. But how is Kagarosa all the way at the top? Nothing's really changed team-wise. And unfortunately not taking damage. But back up to full stamina. It's the one decent thing about having draining guild quests. Is stuff like this. The run doesn't end once we take a hit, you know? So the problem I'm seeing right now is, yeah, Esnot not dealing damage. Not really ideal. We do get more damage on this boss when the debuff activates, but is it enough? I don't know. We're a bit slower here. I mean, to be fair, it's going decent. I did make sure I'm taking down the mobs because Kagero is getting too distracted. Maybe I should have given him freeze resistance. But we have 15 seconds. 25 seconds, actually. Which isn't too far off. SA1. Really good damage there. Really good damage there since we just debuffed. Maybe want to debuff the third boss, though, to be honest. And we got the paralysis, so that helps us out. In a way, it kind of made no difference, because we get into the fourth boss once more again. I feel like there's potential with that team, though. With this team. Alright, so we've gone ahead and changed the build a little bit. In this case, we are now going with a focus build. Maybe that will give us the little bit of extra damage that we do need. I've also went ahead and, you know, evolved my no affiliation killer stickers. I have a lot of extra hammers waiting to be used, and I guess this is going to be a situation to use it. I did that both for Noelle and also Kagarosa. If I need the extra little bit of damage, I will then maybe give Kagarosa level 23 link sort levels, but I don't think I need to do that right now. We were super close. We just need to get lucky RNG, good strong attack placement, I guess. All right, let's make this our final attempt. This time, let's finally beat this quest. Here we go. SA2, going straight into wave 2 in only 6 seconds. Use our SA3 there. I used my SA1. That was terrible. Damn, that was horrible. Why did we slow down so much there? Just use my strong attacks every time Ichigo gets too close. Okay, pretty good there, actually. On Ichigo's phase. Let's try and keep Kagarosa at full stamina. There we go. So looking at around 35 seconds remaining, hopefully going into the next and final extra levels. Around 25 seconds remaining, so 35 with the extra 10. Wouldn't mind if it gets to plus 20 in the future, to be honest. To be honest. We just make sure our team doesn't take any damage. Or at least Kagarosa. Let's SA3. Back out the way. SA2. Then 3 looking good. I'm gonna... I guess I use my sword now, but then we lost the SP boost. No. It's still possible. This is possible. 2 seconds. Last strong attack. We've only gone and done it. So there you go. I mean, there you go. Esnot, you know, maybe worth throwing to the team. That was quite tough. That was quite tough. But again, we are at a significant disadvantage not having access to Apache. I would feel like Apache is maybe more important than Noel, truth be told. But the idea, I guess, with this new difficulty is you want one good normal attack damage character, one good SP character. And the damage difference between Noel and Toshiro, not that crazy. The only advantage Noel has right now, of course, is the fact that she's attribute advantage over Toshiro. But, Toshiro is in the anniversary banner. Hopefully you got duplicates of him. And, maybe if you don't have Noel, you can be satisfied with Toshiro. I know personally for me, I'm very fortunate in a way to have Noel because I did not get a single copy of Toshiro in 25 steps on his banner or a year later on the 10th anniversary part 2. So I pulled 50 steps while this character's been available and I've only pulled him once through the pity ticket. But yeah, Noel, Orihime, you should be fine. Toshiro, Orihime, you should be fine. Likewise, Apache is well thrown on the team. If you don't have Noel, but you for some reason have Orihime and Apache, you should also be fine. But in a way, I think it's kind of cool that we were able to beat it with a 1-5 Noel. And, kind of a character I'm still surprisingly using after all these years. And those were our two main DPS. Obviously, Esnot was really just here to be a support character, debuff, and also boost. So I've already made my opinion quite clear on this Guild Quest change. Not a big fan of it. Would love to see a new difficulty. Would love to see the orbs increase because I'm not fully against the idea of, actually using all the game's mechanics to make the most out of my team. Throughout the video, you saw that we went back and evolved the no affiliation killer stickers. I never had to do that before. I had to go with the focus build. I had to make sure to give Esnot the freeze resistance so he can actually deal damage. I gave myself level 23 link shot abilities. I kind of like the idea of that to be a hard piece of content. I'm not against that, but again, it's just the way that they are doing it. This was an extra difficulty that offered like 50 extra orbs for all that investment I just did. That would be really good, and I think welcome. But right now, it's not a new difficulty. It's the same difficulty and the same rewards. But like I said at the start, your main goal right now is just to get to Extra Wave 2. If you beat Extra Wave 2, you get all your orbs. That's the most important part. I was able to beat it. Fortunately, this time around, not off camera like we did for Phase 1. In the comments below, let me know what team you guys did use. We'll be back tomorrow with a prediction or a reveal of the new end of month characters. They are potentially going to get announced tomorrow. If not, we'll have a prediction. If not, we'll react to the new characters. I'm excited for hopefully you guys are too. Until next time, take care and peace.